Good morning, brothers and sisters. Welcome to the first lecture of our study this semester. In this course unit, we are going to study about the theology of the Holy Spirit. By the end of this lecture, you should be able to give reasons why there is a renewed interest in the study of the Holy Spirit. In the early church, the Holy Spirit was one of the neglected dimensions of the reality of God. For instance, at the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD, the debate centered on the relationship of God the Father and God the Son. At the conclusion of the Nicene Creed, a brief statement was appended which stated, "We believe in the Holy Spirit." In recent years, Christian theologians have developed a great interest in the theology of the Holy Spirit. Several factors have contributed a great deal to the change of the modern theologian's attitude toward the doctrine of the Holy Spirit. Some of these factors are: number one, protest against domination. For several years, form, structure, and external authority have dominated the church. Today, many Christians are more interested in, number one, vitality than form, 2, purpose than structure, and then 3, free consent than external authority. Unlike in the past, when theological questions were simply answered by quoting the Bible or by quoting what the church authority said, today Christians want to know what the Holy Spirit says. As Migliore says, in modern culture, to know God as Spirit is to experience Him as a liberating rather than a coercive power. The second reason is solution to the crisis in the modern world. The renewed interest in the theology of the Holy Spirit is due to the search for meaningful relationship with God as the liberator and comforter. Many people have realized that the traditional institutions which used to provide support are no longer in existence. As a result, many Christians feel lonely. The hunger for a liberated life finds expression in the activities of the Holy Spirit. Another reason is neglect of spiritual life. Related to number 2 above is the experience of emptiness and burnt out of many Christians. Due to the busy schedule, the spiritual life of many Christians and church leaders has been neglected. Many of them have realized that new and full spiritual life can be got only through the power of the Holy Spirit. The last reason is spirit of ecumenism. The renewed interest in the Holy Spirit, especially among the modern mainline churches, is associated with the development in the dialogue between Christian traditions. There has been mutual understanding between, for example, the mainline churches and Pentecostal churches, which place greater emphasis on the work of the Holy Spirit. And lastly, Western churches and Eastern Orthodox churches that argue that the Western church's theology of the Holy Spirit is defective. Have a blessed day, brothers and sisters.